Hey folks, welcome to the show today. It's early June here in Texas on Lake Tawakoni, and we have had a freak cold front come through last night. Temperatures are in the lower 50s. We've got northwest winds. Every condition that just does not work really for catfishing here in Texas this time of year. But hey, today is a paid guide trip. The pressure's on me today to put fish in the boat. You guys join us because Let's Fish TV is on the air right now.
That is a fish. Oh man, look at this.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southeast region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Hey everyone, Captain Michael Littlejohn with my wife Terry, Lake Tawakoni Guide Service, and really home is some of the best catfishing really in the state of Texas. And today we're on a guided fishing trip with real paying customers that are right here. And folks, we're going to be going after the channel catfish today in super shallow water on Lake Tawakoni, which is a 38,000 acre lake full of catfish. We're going to be catching them shallow. And let me tell you, these techniques we use today will work anywhere in your region where catfish are located. We're also going to have the weekly fishing report in your local area. But first, let's get back to the studios for your weekly planner.
Hey there, these Lunar tables are indicating good game fish activity on both days this weekend. Peak morning hours begin at 9:40 on Saturday and 10:42 on Sunday. Evening activity will begin around 10:17 on Saturday and 11:24 Sunday night. Depending on your area, the sun will rise around 6:18 and set at 8:35. Expect the moon this weekend to be at 88% visibility. Stick with us to check out all the current fishing reports from throughout the area, and I'll return with Bassmaster Elite Angler Stetson Blaylock to answer this week's Ask the Pro question.
We're on a guide trip today. I've got paying customers back here behind me. These guys are, hey, where are y'all from?
I'm from Rome, Texas.
Abilene. Rome, Texas, Abilene, Frisco, Springtown. So we're from all over. We're headed out this morning out of Open Water Lodge. It's 6:30 in the morning. Terry and I are getting ready to run this trip. We had a cold front come through. The pressure's on. We're gonna catfish today. I'm excited about it. Sometimes this time of year, early June, cold front comes through, north wind blows. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it cannot be so good. So we'll see what happens today, and hopefully it'll be good. Here we are, we're getting ready to get anchored up out here in this wind. We're actually probably gonna get a lot windier today, so we're gonna anchor up like we're in some really big winds so that when they do show up, we don't get blown off of anchor here. So, all right, let's get set up here. We're obviously fishing this morning for catfish. The early morning bite is gonna be probably pretty good up on these rocks for these fish on corks. But let me tell you guys, there's a hot zone. Okay, the hot zone is close enough to the rocks that you don't get hung up, but if you're just 5 feet too far out, you're not going to get bit.
Wow.
So I call it the hot zone.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure these corks are in the hot zone. If for some reason you get too, if you make your cast and you get too close to the rocks, this little weight right here, it'll get hung up in the rocks. Okay. So you want to I like to grab my line and just pull my cork out to where it hits the hot zone and then just stop. Keep those rod tips down by the water. The braided line we got in there is going to float. You're going to see your cork. As soon as it goes under, man, let them have it as hard as you can. I mean, if you fall backwards, it's okay. Balls of your feet come off the ground, it's okay. If you have to make a couple of like sound effects when you set the hook, it's okay. So, there we go. So, y'all want to make sure you guys are in the zone, because you probably won't get hit if you're not in the zone. All right, there you go. Don't be afraid, just come up here, rebait real quick, and get those corks in the zone. There you go.
It's on.
Fish on.
There you go.
There
First
it is.
catfish in the boat.
All right.
Oh, look at
There
that
you
little guy.
Hey, you know what? That fish right there, that's, oh dude, that's perfect size. What are you talking about, baby? Oh, got another one on. We're doubled up, baby. Woo, doggies. Oh, he came off. Wah, wah, wah. All right, guys, this is what we're catching here. Look at here. These are 1 pound, 3/4 pound, 1 pound channel cat. Oh, got another one on right here. Fish on right here. It's on right now. Oh, that's a pretty one here. Good fish, good eating fish. Oh, nice fish. That's a good fish. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get you a bait.
Tired up?
They're hungry this morning.
They are hungry. Come on with it. Can I pull it out just a hair, James, just so you don't get.
That fun?
There you go. Good job. Oh yeah, that's money right there.
Hey y'all, this is my favorite part of the show. This is time where we talk about the Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia Coastal Fishing Report. First, this segment's brought to you by me, Captain Patrick Garmison with Ugly Fishing. I'm a fishing guide down here in Southwest Alabama. If you'd like to get more information about the services I provide, you can go to uglyfishing.com. And if you check in availability, you can click the book now button and you can see my calendar in real time. If you got any questions before booking, you can give me a call or shoot me a text at 251-747-1554. On the Mississippi coast, talked to Ronnie Daniels from Fisherman's Guide Service over in Pash Christian, Mississippi. He said the Biloxi Marsh is slapped full of speckled trout chasing shrimp. He said the birds are dead giveaway. He said the action is really hot. The best thing to do is throw a soft plastic of your choice under a popping cork. He said that if you're catching a lot of small fish, just move on to another group and you'll be able to weed through and be able to find some keeper fish if that's what you're looking for. If action is what you're looking for, then just keep firing away. Tim Cole from Spartina Fishing Adventures over in Georgia, he said that just about everything you want to catch right now is on fire. He said that on the beaches, the trout are wide open on live croakers and live bait. He said his best choice. He said the triple tails filling in the gaps. He said the redfish are cruising the flats, crushing top waters. Here in Alabama coast, we've been targeting a lot of speckled trout. We've been catching them deep, we've been catching them shallow, but as the temperatures have gotten a little warmer, we've been focusing a little bit more on the deep water stuff. Around the natural gas platform and the structures along the ship channel and the Alabama Marine Resource natural or artificial reefs that they have scattered around Mobile Bay. Keep in mind what my buddies from the Speckled Truth say, and that's keep what you need and leave the rest. God bless y'all.
All right, here we go. It's fun. This is fun fishing right here. Yeah.
I'll tell you something, I forgot.
I forgot how much fun this is. Yeah.
Start going off to other species.
Right. Yeah. He's got another one on. Oh, we got. There you go. That's a good one there. Heck yeah, look at here, guys. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the proximity of those rocks. If you guys get that perfect cast, you're gonna catch a fish. If you cast too short, the best thing to do is just reel it in and recast. Rebait before you cast though.
Got it?
Fish on. He looked up.
Running away and we'll keep catching.
Oh, I love it.
Normally, if I wait that long, it's gone.
Yeah. There's another one. Another one, fish on right there. All right. I don't care how many times you do this, that never gets old, does it?
No.
That never gets old.
Absolutely not.
That is so much fun. Those are perfect eating fish too. Guys, these channel cat right here are by far one of the best eating fish that Texas or any lake in the Southwest region has got to offer. Man, fry these up, a little bit of cornmeal, a little salt and pepper. Man, it's making me hungry right now. Look at that, beautiful fish.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors, making it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Visit Mississippi. Wanderers welcome. Power Pole, total boat control. Balls out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders.
Oh, that's a good one right there. That's what we come for right here. Look at that. All right, guys, we're catching these pound and a half, 2 pound channel cat here, Lake Tawakoni. It's early June. The spawn is on, and you know when you're out chasing these fish right here, you're looking for structure, whether they're rocks, shallow timber, riprap. It can be bridge pylons. These fish spawn all over this stuff this time of year across the Southwest region, looking for water temperatures anywhere in that 74 to 78 degree range, and there's going to be channel cat. In this case, we took range cubes, we baited it out yesterday afternoon. They were literally sitting waiting on us this morning, and folks, it's been just nonstop all morning here on our guided trip this morning. So great times, good stuff, great fish, and there's another one on right over there. All right, so our cork bite has slowed down. It's gotten sunny. Man, we're looking out on the wind, but we are dropping down now, and we're killing them on the bottom here, right off the bottom. Good job, James. How did he hit that?
Very light.
Real light bite. Yeah. So what they're doing is they come up and they're whiskering these baits. They come up with these whiskers. They put these whiskers on the front part of the bait, and they just open their mouth and just slowly bring it in, but the fish never moves. So your bite is almost non-existent. So you really got to be paying attention to your rod tip. It just gets a little heavy, like right there. He was getting bite, and look, he's on right there. So yeah, as soon as your rod tip starts getting just a little heavy, you got to set the hook. Go ahead and grab that line there. There you go. All right, getting this old punch bait on the hook here. That's gonna be another fish right there. All right, here you go, Bo. One there. Oh my.
What do you got?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know, but he hit hard.
That's a good one.
That's a good fish.
When you get him to the top, just kind of let him play out a little bit.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Lose that.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a good one right there. That's what we come for right here. Look at that.
He had the other biggest too.
Hey, give me some.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, that guy ate my fish earlier.
Hey guys, that is a Lake Tawakoni channel cat, probably about a 4 or 5 pound fish. Yeah, this is rocking along pretty good today. Folks, these fish are on punch bait. We're catching them on corks. We're also drop down fishing, 20, 25 foot of water. It's a good bite today. The fishing is fantastic. Check out this cooler right here. Look at this. This is just at about an hour and a half, 2 hours of fishing. Look at that.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose, Feel the Difference, Mamba Boats, Ride with Pride, Strike King, Tie One On, Glacier Glove, stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades, Fishing Specialties, makers of the premier mount assembly for live sonar.
It's easy to do, puts a lot of fish in the boat too. There's one on right here. Oh, there's another one on right here. One of my favorite things about this kind of fishing is it's real family friendly. Anybody can come out here, bait a hole, you know, drop down. You're not having to make any casts. Customers really enjoy just dropping down, setting the hook, and bringing fish up, and it makes it pretty easy. Sometimes it's hard to make a precision cast up against rocks or into trees or whatever. But this style fishing right here, as you can see, it works. And it's easy to do. It puts a lot of fish in the boat too. There's one on right here.
Man,
oh, there's another one on right here.
That one, I missed the first one, and I'm like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
back and hit it the second time.
And then just grab your line there, grab that line, and then just ease him on in. There you go. Perfect. That's a nice fish. Good one. Beautiful fish. That's channel. Yeah, that's channel. Yeah. He just didn't have a lot of spots on him.
Yeah.
Got 3 on. Did it really? That's a good fish. Look at that. Big old fish there. Big fish of the day right there. That's a giant channel cat right there. Giant channel cat.
The first thing I look for in hiring a guide is I want to make sure that they're an experienced fisherman and that they actually know the lake. And then after that, I like to look at their reviews online and make sure that they've got a great temperament.
For me, what makes a successful guided fishing trip is more than just catching a bunch of fish. It's about going out with a group of people you're with and having a good time. It's about telling good stories. It's about finding a guide who feels more like a friend in the group than somebody you're paying to go fishing.
So what constitutes a successful trip to me is the experience. It's not about the amount of fish caught. It's about if everybody on the boat has fun. If we can limit out, great, but that's not really what it's all about for me.
Is it customary to tip a guide service? Absolutely. I go into it typically prepared to tip about 20%, possibly more depending on the service that these guys offer. You know, it all depends on these guys' attitude, their willingness to help, the knowledge that they try to pass on to us.
I think one of the benefits of booking Tawakoni Guide Service is, you know, we are a multi-species operation. We're not only fishing for just striper or hybrid striper or white bass, but we're also fishing for your crappie, you know, catfish, both trophy catfish in the wintertime and like today's trip, you know, a high energy cooler full of eating size fish. And with that said, we've also got, you know, the 5 boats that run on the daily basis, which is nice because, you know, if just running one boat in an operation, sometimes it's hard to get to book that guide for a date, you know, a holiday weekend or just a weekend in general. Those tend to book up, you know, really quick. With 5 boats and all the guys trained the same way, with the same passion, the excitement to put customers on fish, you've got a lot better chance of getting that prime date that you want, whether it's a birthday, a Father's Day weekend, or whatever it is.
Hey folks, it's time for your Carolinas report, this week brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina, the leader in water sports along the Grand Strand. We get you out. We make sure you live like a local when you're in town. Visit crazysistermarina.com. You can find out about all the things we offer, from going out and seeing the dolphins, jet skis. You can find it all right here at Crazy Sister Marina. We're going to talk saltwater, and I tell you what, if you or any friends of yours have been offshore bottom fishing since grouper opened back up, you've realized the red snapper are no longer endangered. It's time that we have our voice heard. It's time to contact the South Atlantic Fisheries Management Council. Tell them we want better numbers. They're going off of terrible science. We need to send some divers down and let them count the fish. You know, these chevron traps, they don't do it. These big red snapper cannot get in there. What we're seeing is this. The black sea bass are starting to suffer. The red snapper are devouring the black sea bass on a lot of the bottom areas that I fish, and probably on the same areas where you fish. Make sure you contact South Atlantic Fisheries Management Council and get out and enjoy your 2-day red snapper season on July 8th and 9th. But here in South Carolina, what a great deal. Our new bill passed. 2 red snapper per person, 20 inches or long, over, caught in state waters. That's your key, caught in state waters. Hey, get out and enjoy the outdoors. Go fishing, fish smarter, you work harder, and you keep your chaos organized.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Plan or book your fishing charter at orangebeach.com. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS anchor, powered by Passion. Coastline Trailers, built by fishermen for fishermen.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Ashley wants to know, what are things you could tell a single parent or mom who's trying to get their kids started in fishing? For an answer, we asked Bassmaster Elite Angler Stetson Blaylock.
To me, I think it's very important as a single parent to spend quality time with them outdoors, not necessarily just fishing, but getting them outside, getting that fresh air. But for me, fishing is a way to connect outside of just fishing. It's not about just catching a fish. It's about the quality time as a single parent to get them in the outdoors and get them involved. But for me, I think that it's important to introduce them to people that know what they're doing, know how to catch fish, no matter what kind of fishing they do or they're good at. Just introduce them as a kid to people that know how to catch fish so they can have a good experience with it, because it's very hard sometimes just to take what you see on TV and go apply it in your local fishery and be successful. So it's very important to meet people that know how to fish. It doesn't matter at what level, they just need to know what they're doing and let them teach them little tidbits so they can then take what they've learned and go out and actually apply it for themselves and start growing that way. I think that's very, very important.
Thank you so much, Stetson, for your insight. If you want some help from one of the pros as well, simply go to letsfishtv.com, follow the Ask the Pro link, and you can submit a question.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The gear we used was really simple. We're using a 6'6" spinning rod, medium action, and we're using 40 to 50 pound braided fishing line. And the braided fishing line is really important because it floats on top of the water. And when you're setting the hook really hard on these channel catfish with bobbers, you don't want to be using monofilament because the mono sinks. And when you go to set the hook, there's a lot of drag there. You won't get a full hook set. Hey, check this out. We're using a number 6 4X strong treble hook. And that's important because you're gonna be catching lots of fish, and taking these fish off the hook bends the hooks that are less strong. The 4X is the key here in the number 6 size. And hey, we're using punch bait. All this is a fibered up cheese bait that you push your hook into with these little sticks, and you never have to touch it. You pull it out, you've got a baited hook, and these catfish absolutely love it. We're using a 1/4 ounce worm weight, just like you'd use for bass fishing, and we're actually crimping that. Look at here. We're crimping that directly onto the fishing line about 6 inches above your hook. And to top it off, we're using a 3-inch cigar weightless float about 3 foot above our hook. Guys, everything we used here can be found at Academy Sports and Outdoors, and this is the perfect setup for shallow water catfish. You guys go out and get you some. Thanks for joining us on Let's Fish TV. For more fishing tips, how-tos, and fish catching info, go to our website at letsfishtv.com or to our YouTube channel on the address on your screen. We hope you learned something today about fishing with a guide and catching these catfish under bobbers in super shallow water. And these techniques we used today will work anywhere where catfish are found in your region. And until next time, you guys be safe, have fun, and we'll see you guys on the water.